What's happening, everybody? Ian Walsh, Hard Money Bankers, joined with my partner Ryan Walsh, Hard Money Bankers. Ryan, what's going on?
Hello.
How was the weekend?
Getting cold, man. It's too early.
Oh yeah, you really don't like cold.
No, I don't. I guess it's good football weather though, so there's that.
Yeah, I don't. Cold doesn't bother me really. I like the season changes, quite frankly, but they're calling for like not a crazy winter, like a little slightly warm winter. So I don't know, yay global warming.
I mean, that's what I tell my wife. When it's
Right.
cold, I'm like, we need more carbon dioxide out there. Pump the coal.
Yeah.
Whatever we're gonna do, keep it going.
Right. So I don't expect a whole lot to go on this week because in the markets, in housing or stock markets, holiday week, nothing, no black swan news, came out over the weekend. I did see though an interesting. If you guys share the screen, I have an interesting topic, which really is something that is down the pipeline. But governments getting into cryptocurrency. I know the Fed said that they were investigating or researching, which means they're late to the party, cryptocurrency, and I guess China's rolling out a digital currency. Do you know anything about this?
I mean, I've heard that from multiple countries.
Yeah.
How far along they are. I mean, yeah, there's pros and cons to governments taking forever because you also don't want them being the ones taking risks and jumping in on something that ends up losing your country, $1 trillion, but that means nothing anymore. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. You don't necessarily want them being the pioneers. I like a risk-adverse government personally. But so if they're looking to get into it, whether it's our government or any government, it means that there is something to be had there, possibly, right? There could be a very legitimate shift happening. So
yeah, I guess it's kind of like, I wonder if China's doing like that. All right, here I go. I'm gonna go. All right, I'm gonna go first, then you go. No, you go first. Okay, and then it's like, here I go, and then like they try to get you to jump, in front of them.
Right. I'm gonna go. No, I got you. No, on three. On three. Okay, 1.
Yeah, on 3. The question is though, and that's a good point. Like you don't want to totally botch that up and destroy your currency, right? Because then everybody's like, well, which currency is the real currency? The other end of it is like it defeats the whole purpose of cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency was done to decentralize the control of banks across the world, right? So the question is, are governments feeling the threat? And second, are they realizing they don't want to get left behind in a devalued currency, but they don't want to take the chance to go into the new currency? And, they're obviously going to try to monitor the new currency, which defeats the whole purpose of it. So there's a whole lot of things up in the air.
That's what I mean. The 1.2 trillion infrastructure bill that was just passed, there's taxes that are coming on crypto. It's very unclear to everyone, but the point is that it's the first government step in saying, hey, we got to monetize. If it's going to exist, we at least need to monetize on it, before we can figure out if we're going to make our own currency for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, there's a lot of what ifs. There's a lot of conspiracy theories. There's a lot of, do they lose control? The other factor is like a government could just strong arm its population into it too, right? They could just, like I've always just thought in my head, I'm like, they could just literally go, hey, as of Friday, your dollars are worth 0. And unless you switch over to the crypto thing, what are you going to do? You'd be like, no, I'm holding the line. Like you'd have to have a whole nation hold the line and go, nope, we're not doing it. And nobody could follow the lemmings off the cliff. Right. So, but once the lemmings start to go, everybody jumps in and goes, out of preservation for self, all of a sudden now they're all rolling into the crypto, and you kind of get strong armed into it.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't see any large like if this article is legitimate and China is going to be one of the first ones to do it, that might be something else. But I don't think you're going to see one of the power nations switch over to it first. I really don't. That would be something else if we see China do that.
Yeah, that would be something. That would also be like, that's also the kind of play that shifts like world power for like the next 1,000 years. If you're the first guy out and you win it, like you now control the currency. That would be, it's an all in type move.
If I'm not America and I'm interested in doing that, I might. right? Like these opportunities.
Yeah, like you
don't
only
really
get so
present
many
themselves very
opportunities to
often.
make that play, right? You only get
Yeah.
there's only so many chances, and you're like, well, look, we're number 2, which might as well be number 10. It doesn't really matter. So if we want to be number 1, this is like one of those moments.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't see anything else that's too crazy. Looks like they're trying to scare oil a little bit here, probably going for a pullback.
I mean, I think when the headlines are crypto or
here we go.
whatever, it means nothing huge is going on, right?
No, we're very much in a back and forth motion right now. This is interesting. So I guess there was U.S. home sales. Was that today? Good thing we're paying attention.
As a lender, good thing we're paying attention. I mean, hey,
yeah.
I get. I mean, I'm sure you get these too. You get the weekly newsletters, right, from mortgage banks, what other lenders, whatever.
Yeah.
And there's one I actually do watch every week because it's an interesting tidbit of what's going on in the primary residence world. So I just like to inform myself, right?
Right.
But this week's, and I don't want to share it because it would make them look bad, but they literally had one slide that said all-time record sales, and then it said the next slide said all-time record low sales about the same exact topic. So it was literally like nobody checked. Like I went back and forth like to see like, no way, did they just do that? And they did. So, honestly, I think at this point people are just putting data together to support whatever they want to say.
Yeah, whatever narrative they think fits their motion there.
Mm-hmm.
This one though says, I guess so. This morning was U.S. existing home sales rise unexpectedly as investors dominate. I mean, dominate what? Strongest since 2006. Let's just see what the end of the year. I mean, it's the Q1 situation is still Q4 great numbers, Q1 bloodbath. Like that whole thing still need to see that play out.
Yeah, these feel like filler articles, right?
Definitely filler articles. Yeah, I mean, it's good as a lender to say, okay, existing home sales. I mean, I just don't see anything. It means there's no black swan happening.
No, I mean, the only thing I could say that I've noticed on a lender's perspective is I'm definitely seeing more people ask me, "Hey, do you lend on foreclosure?" They're trying to put an offer in with a bank on a foreclosed property, and we do. So I can definitely say I'm seeing more of that. So maybe there's something with that, just in specific to the lending world, but nothing in regards to the overarching Evergrande, inflation, supply chain issues that we've been tracking.
Yeah, so this is just a what's coming in the next 2 days article. So they call it, they're consolidating the week to Wednesday. I guess the White House decided to nominate Powell for a second term as Fed chair. Okay. Biden's going to give some sort of speech tomorrow about economy and prices. I guess he's going to tell people it's supply chain to work harder again. Following that, Jim reads notes Wednesday, especially pre-holiday. So there's going to be the next set of minutes are on November 3rd. Oh, we already had that.
Yeah, minutes were at the beginning of the month.
Yeah, most intentionally. Nothing crazy. I mean, there's a lot of COVID stuff going on overseas right now. There's some really big protests on mandates. I know that's getting a lot of attention right now. Let me just see here what this says, though, as I did not prepare at all.
November is pretty much done. I think it's kind of what you're getting at, right?
Kind of, though. It looks like they're actually going to squeeze a bunch of data in between now and the end of the week, like in the middle of
isn't Thursday Thanksgiving? That would be something.
Yeah, so they're going to do Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday has central banks of Korea, like so other countries.
Oh, okay.
And then Friday, I'm going to check for my own purposes. I'll check trading hours on Wednesday because I'm not a fan of trading a half day.
Right.
But wait, what? New home sales. I don't know. It could actually be if there's a full day Wednesday, like you have the full trading day.
You'll check in the morning kind of thing, see what's going on.
Yeah, but it's usually brokers usually shut down a half day. But it looks like there's gonna be a bunch of data. So if it's like a half day kind of thing with data this week, I would say the kickoff of next week could be something.
Just when we think we're getting away from the month smoothly.
Yeah, perfect. When everything's on autopilot. So not much to report. I think we probably maybe just check in, but nothing new. Back and forth headlines.
Yep.
Cool. Sounds good, Ray.
See you tomorrow.